Welcome to Wish I Knew. I'm Emily Trinouth, and this is the podcast where we explore the lessons, pivots, and defining moments that shape who we become. Now, today's guest is someone whose story is full of heart, courage, and creativity, Riyadh Khalaf. It feels like a really full circle moment because he's actually interviewed me twice before, and now I finally get to turn the mic around and interview him, which feels incredible and surreal at the same time. Riyadh has spent over a decade building an incredible career, from YouTube and broadcasting to writing, presenting, and even interviewing global icons like Richard Branson and Bill Gates. But what I love the most about his story isn't just the career milestones, it's his honesty, his humor, and his ability to show up really and truly as himself. In this episode, we talk about finding life's purpose, the power of saying no, and what it really means to be unapologetically yourself. We also explore his journey of coming out, building confidence through creativity and drag performing, and how he's learned to live with both courage and compassion. It's uplifting, it's honest, and it's full of reminders about staying true to who you are and how that is the ultimate version of success. If you enjoy this episode, don't forget to follow, like, and subscribe to Wish I Knew. It really, really helps the episodes grow and also for us to reach more people like you. So with that, let's get into it. Riyadh Khalaf,
Hiya.
thank you so much for being here.
I'm so excited to be here because you're interviewing me now.
I know.
I've interviewed you twice.
Twice, quite a long time ago,
Yeah.
actually.
Oh, I love this. I don't have to even think.
Yeah, yeah.
Go ahead, ask what you want.
Well, the pressure's on for me because I'm hosting the host. So
No.
I'm very, very blessed and thankful to have you here. And it's a real sort of full circle moment. I think in my last interview with you, I actually said, I'm thinking of doing a podcast and I need you to come on. And you said, yeah.
That's amazing.
And then about 6 years later, you finally got the call up.
Yeah, and when I did, I was like, she did it.
Yeah.
No, I did never think you wouldn't because you're such a go-getter and you're a brave person generally.
Thank
But
you.
yeah, I was really just happy to come along, see you, and have a chat. And I actually really love being interviewed.
Yeah.
A lot of people that interview for a living hate it.
Yeah.
I just love it because I get to talk about me.
Yeah.
It's lovely hearing about someone else, but I got a lot of stuff to say.
You do have a lot of stuff to say, so I'm really excited to unpack it all.
God, love your editor.
Yes. Bless him. You have spent over, is it 10 years building on YouTube?
19.
19. Okay, I got that wrong.
No, it's all good. I'm 34
Yeah.
and I did my first YouTube video, I think when I was 15.
Wow.
Dial-up internet,
Yes.
which some people will know what
Yeah.
that is. Some people won't. So we have to actually connect your phone line to get on to the internet. And if mom picks up the phone, you're disconnected.
Yes.
And yeah, I went on to YouTube because I had this burning, yearning need to broadcast, tell stories, be creative. And I was silent in school for the most part because of bullies. Me, silent. So I was like, and that was a place that I felt safe.
Wow.
And I found community there before I started creating there in a lot of the American content creators. So I was like, I could do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's been, I say 19 or 20 years in media,
Yes.
not 19 or 20 years being paid.
Well, that's another
No, that's a
conversation.
different thing.
Yeah.
That's a whole other thing.
But it's so fascinating. I actually, I went back and watched some of your old videos.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
We're never going to get the time back.
I just love you even more now, to be honest. But it was so refreshing to see. And I can imagine that you probably, and correct me if I'm wrong, but you probably found comfort in expressing yourself because you were so, and you are so full of personality and life and fun. Did you find that was that really positive outlet for you?
Yeah. I can remember feeling a physical and mental release from doing the YouTube stuff. Like I felt like, oh, this is where I can play. You know, I would go into school, and there was always this very exhausting thing of be you, but not that much.
Mm-hmm.
Tone it down, watch the lisp, don't have your limp wrists, don't wear those flared jeans, put Halle Berry and Sandra Bullock on the door of your locker to
Yeah.
trick them. That didn't work.
Mhm.
And then, you go home to the spare bedroom, the family computer and your little webcam. You close the door and you can just do characters, talk about your passions. I mean, when I go back to the first videos on my YouTube channel, the very, very first ones, there's one that's like, the books you'll need to get to do your private pilot's license, because I love aviation. And then the next one is, my mom won't let me get a piercing, but I'm going to do it anyway. And then the next one is like a funny story I heard at a family barbecue.
Yeah.
So there was no rhyme or reason.
Mhm.
It was like everything that was swirling around my developing brain,
Yeah.
I could just throw it onto that canvas.
Mhm.
And also, at that time, I didn't know that anyone really would see it, particularly not anyone I knew.
Mm.
I was just like, it goes on to that thing that makes all the noise.
Yeah.
And then that's it.
Mm.
But I didn't realize that in that moment on Windows Movie Maker with the, I think, €5 webcam, I was like learning the craft that would then become the biggest chunk of my career.
Yeah.
And the thing that brings me so much joy and purpose now as a grown up living in London.
Yes.
This internet thing has helped me a lot at different stages in life, because I've done it, left it, done it, left it, done the traditional media thing, come back online.
Yeah.
I've always straddled the two,
Yes.
but I'm just really grateful to my younger self for being extremely what's the word? Just no inhibitions.
Mm.
Just I want to do it. It seems fun.
And what do you think younger Riyadh would think if he was to see you today?
I think he'd be so excited and amazed. I think he'd cry. Tears of joy.
I'm gonna cry.
No, I think about it a lot actually, because I never thought that I'd be happy, let alone content, let alone proud of myself
Mhm.
in every sense,
Mm.
professional and personal. I've done a lot of work on myself, and I've had some shitty people,
Mhm.
come and go, and I think I just feel like I've got a real, or finally a grasp on the purpose of it all.
Mhm.
Not the meaning of life.
Mhm.
We'll never know that. But
Yeah.
my purpose.
Mm.
God, I'm getting very abstract, aren't I?
No, I love it.
What I mean is, let me say it clearer, just in case. When you grow up, kind of hating yourself and wishing that you weren't a natural born target for all of this scary stuff like bullying and abuse and potentially being made homeless. These are the things that go through your head. You don't allow yourself to have the realistic dream that one day you will be happy, you
Mhm.
will have a lover, or you're worthy of love, that you will have a job that you like, that anyone will want to hire you. You just are getting through day by day, pushing on, trucking on. And then, but you do see other people doing stuff and go, God, that would be amazing. So for me, see Graham Norton,
Mhm.
Louis Theroux, Oprah Winfrey, Davina McCall, some amazing Irish TV presenters like Miriam McCallaghan. I'm like, I wonder.
Mm.
And just try it, try it. You have to be here,
Yeah.
as in alive.
Yeah.
So that's what it felt like. You've
Wow.
got to, it's not like life, woo. It's like, no, this is a job.
Yes.
So you might as well give it a go. And then the dominoes started to fall in the right direction. And so that gave me a real like, okay, okay, we're moving. And then you wake up and you're, in your mid-30s and all this stuff has happened and you're like, wow.
That's beautiful. And I think often we don't take the time to really reflect on everything in one go. I think that especially when you're so busy
Mm.
and doing so much. I mean, you've done some really incredible things recently in particular. I think you know what I'm going to ask you about. That we don't take the time ourselves to like reflect on that necessarily.
I reflect too much.
Oh, really?
I do it every day.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Do you journal or?
No, I find that really boring. And I know it all.
Mm,
As in, I'm obsessed with the thought process of it.
yeah.
I feel like in my head I've got a little documentary that's going,
Right.
and the documentary is never over. It's a very slow, long one.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're like, oh, and then that happened to him,
Mm.
and then he did that, and I'm like watching it. It's very like outer body,
Yes.
and I have talked to my therapist about it.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's called damn it, he'll hate me because I forgot it. Oh, there's a word for it. But apparently it's like, yeah, you're looking at yourself from over here, and it can be a good thing
Yes.
if it's not all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But basically, I get a huge amount of motivation from thinking about the journey. I know that's so like cringe, the J word,
It's not cringe at all.
but
Mm.
yeah, like I love thinking about the pirate radio station that I begged my parents to allow me to have in our attic, where my dad got onto the roof of our house and put an antenna there when I was doing the YouTube stuff 15, 16.
Yeah.
Come home from school, homework, nah.
Yeah.
Fire up the transmitter.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Hook FM with DJ RK. And so, I'm on the airwaves and I was getting such a thrill.
Yeah.
I'd say, Dad, when you're coming home from work, put on 100.1 FM and call me immediately when you pick up my signal so I know how far we got. And he'd do it every day.
Wow.
And depending on the humidity, temperature, wind, he would pick me up really not that far from home or really far from home. And we'd both be like, that's so cool. What do you want to hear? And so all of those thoughts, imagine me thinking about that boy in his bedroom geeking out over this. And then a decade or so later, he's standing in a Radio 1 studio doing a show on the BBC. The holy grail of global radio, that place is.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're going, how? What?
Yeah.
So I never look at it as aren't I just swell?
Mm.
I'm a mate. No, never. I can't. I'm Irish. They literally don't let you. It's more of I want to bleed every little drop of joy, contentment, appreciation, gratitude out of life as possible. And I can feel the rush of dopamine and even goosebumps right now thinking about that and then that.
Yeah.
Because it's so unlikely.
Yes.
But it's like, no, you did it. Come on. So I love when people can maybe do that and not be gloaty. Just go, yay.
But I think it radiates from you. I was actually thinking about on the way here what I would describe you as. And I feel like, yeah, I know.
I don't know.
Many things.
Sex symbol, icon, duck dad.
Duck
I
dad.
don't know why I'm American all of a sudden, but yeah, I do that too.
No, I was actually thinking you are like sunshine in a person.
Oh,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah. I don't know why. You're the only, like, I've never said that about anyone before.
Jeez. Emily, that is so nice. Thanks. I'll take that when I'm feeling shit. No, I'm not always.
Mm.
I love people who are kind of excited about life
Mm.
and want to do stuff, like you with this podcast. You're like, why not?
Mm-hmm.
And, there's going to be a sense of fear in you that people will look at it and go, another podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Or why does she think that she's the one to do it?
Yeah.
All of these things. That sound is crap. Look at her makeup. All of these things. Sorry, I don't mean to give you anxiety.
Yeah.
But these are the things that we think.
Yes.
But you're doing it anyway.
Yeah.
And that excites me and makes me, even on 3 hours sleep, late night editor over here, it makes me come alive.
Yeah.
I don't feel tired anymore.
I love it.
Because, we're buzzed up about stuff. Yeah, I'm in a good place right now. And I wasn't always able to say that. So I'm trying to just feel it, exude it, put it out, receive it, and not think too far in the future. That was always my problem. What's the 5-year plan? What's the 10-year plan? What's that going to lead to? I'm like, oh, I love getting older now because I'm like, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever. I'm just gonna, can I just have the fun?
Yeah.
Can I have fun and make it a bit of money? Not even loads, just enough. Loads would be lovely, don't get me wrong. But it's not like, oh, if I don't get that gig, or if I don't get that boyfriend or that paycheck, I won't allow myself to be happy. What? No. I'm choosing to have a good fucking time.
Yeah.
Sorry for the swearing.
No, you can swear.
And good fucking time. Now. So that comes in many shapes and sizes and prices. For example, last night, because I'm lucky enough that I can, I bought a lovely exotic rare fish on the internet for £80. Yep. At 5 a.m.
Wow.
in bed. Because why not? And I tell you, I'm so excited.
Yeah.
I can't stop thinking about it. I'm naming them in my head. I've had pictures of my little guy.
Wow.
And those little things are like that. That's
what it's
that's
about.
all about. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna plant a rare tomato. Everything's rare. I'm gonna, I'm gonna go out there and feed the geese by hand and enjoy it. I know I've got to do emails and stuff today, but no one's gonna die.
Yeah.
I have to be happy.
I think a lot of us have lost touch with the purpose and meaning of it all, right?
Yeah.
Would you say you're quite spiritual?
Oh. Depends on what the meaning of that is. I'm not religious at all. I was brought up in a mixed Catholic Muslim household. Dad was Muslim, mom was Catholic, and I use past tense because they both relinquished their faith after I came out. So I've turned them into pagans.
Wow.
Very proud of that. No, they basically thought, how can we, in good faith, pardon the pun, stick with what we're hearing, which is so anti what our son is. They were hearing all this stuff about being gay is wrong, being gay is sick, it's an abomination, go to conversion therapy, blah, blah, blah. And so I think both of them probably never fully believed. It was more cultural, expectation, tradition.
Yeah.
And so when they said that, I was like, oh, I was going to say, thank God, thank whatever.
Yeah.
Thank family.
Yes.
And now I guess we would say we're humanists. We're very about love and science and the kind of can we as a human species put more good out than we're taking, and all of our family sort of key events, the weddings and funerals and all of that, births, are all done with the humanist celebrant, and they're just lovely.
Yeah.
They're very, very, very fun. So, but when you say spiritual, I would say, now that I think about it, I am, yeah. I'm very spiritual. But my God is the natural world.
Yeah.
100%. I feel I feel like an almightiness when I'm next to a big ancient oak tree.
Wow.
Like, this sounds really woo-woo. I'm just warning
I'm
you.
here for it. I love the woo-woo.
I've nearly cried looking at a tree recently.
Wow. Which one?
It was in Richmond Park.
I thought you go to Richmond Park, actually. I
Do
think I saw it from your content. I thought, I think he's in Richmond Park.
I
Not to expose you.
highly recommend it. So I
Yeah.
keep looking at the camera. It's of course a habit. Hey guys, like and subscribe.
Thanks. Hashtag out.
So like circa 2000. Um, yeah, when you feel
Mhm.
the majesty of nature,
Mhm.
the just amazing, interconnected, giant, beautiful, vital, unbelievableness
Mm.
of the natural world,
Mm.
you just want to cry.
Mm.
You want to be in it, not leave it ever, and just weep and touch trees with consent. You know, I don't know why I resisted it for so long. I was always, since I was a child,
Yeah.
there's all these little relics of memories from the first memories I have that always showed a natural draw to nature. And it was always there, but I would always just kind of keep it to me. That's not cool. That won't get me work. That won't keep me fed. That won't give me the dream job of being able to tell stories.
Mm.
That's David Attenborough's job, or that's a straight man's job, or, you know, and I can't ever do anything, even for a fraction of that. And then life happened.
Yeah.
I did loads of jobs that I worked decades to get to do. And then I'm sitting there doing them, and I'm like, uh-oh, I don't like it.
Mm.
Or uh-oh, even worse, I'm not good at it. I'm not good at doing pop radio. Oops.
Mm.
And I literally spent a decade trying to become like a pop radio host,
Mhm.
chart radio. And I was just faking it. Really enjoying the craft of being a broadcaster, but not the I don't care really about new music. So
Right.
anyway, long story short, the nature thing, I feel like I've come home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's great
And what
for
was that
everyone to go out into it.
Sorry. What was that turning moment for you beyond the radio? Like, was there a key moment or sign, not to get too woo-woo?
To go towards nature. Yeah, a duck, a very special duck,
Mhm.
and I found an egg in Devon while I was doing a shoot for the BBC. It was just end of the day, and there was an abandoned egg on the ground, which you never see.
No.
Loads of people still don't believe me that that was the case, but I have video evidence and witnesses. It was quite obviously a duck egg, and it was kind of near a footpath by a gym and a car park, and there were ducks over there, but they don't have hands, in case you didn't notice, so they can't even if they wanted to move an egg into a nest. I knew from, you know, breeding pigeons and chickens that a lot of the time young females will abandon some of their eggs because they're inexperienced or they have a nest somewhere with a full clutch.
Right.
They can't have any more. So the additionals that their body produces, they just sort of drop around the place. It's actually a really neat way of nature kind of making sure there's no waste,
Mm-hmm.
because that egg would have been food for someone.
Yeah.
Not on my watch. So anyway, I took the egg and did all of the necessary checks with various nature departments, and raised it. I hatched it out in an incubator in my bedroom over a month, and
This was in London.
yeah, raised this beautiful male mallard that I named Spike, and then found him a gorgeous home with a animal rehabber, they called him, in Norwich, where he lives now in a flock. He's got like 3 girlfriends.
Oh my
He's
God.
flying. He's healthy. Hang on.
Oh,
Very proud.
beautiful.
I am that father. Let me show you my kid. So he, yeah, that duck and the discoveries I made along the way
Mm.
of how much love I can have for an animal.
Mhm.
I've had cats, I've had a dog, I've had rabbits, I've had
Mhm.
tarantulas, I've had all sorts. But I think because I found him as an egg and watched it go from no life to a tiny heartbeat, veins, a fetus, embryo, the wrong way around. I, I think psychologically, physiologically, I don't know, my body thought I was pregnant. That's what I believe.
Mm.
Because I probably would have hurt somebody if they tried to do something to my duck.
Yeah.
I would often get waves of really unexplainable emotion after I had to say goodbye to him. Just randomly, just start bawling, crying. So that kind of sharing the story of him online and seeing how hurt the world was, or not the world, but the people that came across my videos about Spike,
Mm.
people were yearning for wholesome stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh yeah, so am I. Oh, and I love doing this stuff.
Yeah.
Best fun I've ever had.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that then. So that was my wake up call.
Wow.
So that egg has changed my life. I've been able to interview some of the most amazing people, because I've got a bigger follower count because of the duck. I've been able to work with the Natural History Museum, which is a dream of mine, just this week.
Wow.
I'm in the process of looking to do a master's in zoology, and you become an actual bona fide scientist, not just a hobbyist. You know, it's just like, I feel like I've been born again,
Mm-hmm.
but as this kind of like guy with, muck on his hands and birds in his back garden, and not like with feathers.
Yeah.
And just, yeah, I'm just loving it.
It's like it's all meant to be.
Totally.
Mm.
I feel like, I feel like we all need to actually do it.
Mm.
Anytime I go out to feed the geese in Clapham Common, I notice them recognize me more and more.
Mhm.
My voice, or even my silhouette.
Mhm.
They see me and they go like that and they start talking to each other and communicating. And they do have different calls that mean different things.
Yeah.
Warning, get away from me. Come over to me. Look over there, there's food.
Mhm.
Or there's the gay Irish guy with the food. Whatever they say.
It's here again.
Yeah. And so when you have that connection and and they know,
Yeah.
and they're coming and nibbling your ear, a species that's known for being in Canada known as the cobra chicken, a Canada goose, very aggressive. When they come over and gently nibble your ear or your knee to say, can I have more?
Wow.
And they know your voice. Well, how could you be happier than that moment?
Mm-hmm.
And it's free.
Mm.
So I need people to just drop tools, get some waterfowl appropriate food,
Yeah.
peas, or something online that's good for them, and go out, turn the phone off, and just analyze them, look at them, make a relationship with them, and do it a few times. And I promise you, your life will be better for it.
Yeah.
You'll come back from that park
Mm-hmm.
with a much lighter bounce in your step and with a clearer head.
Mm.
It is therapy.
Yeah.
And we think, the moms or dads and their kids do it on a Sunday in the park. That's cute. No, you should do it too.
Mm.
Or
There's nothing.
go to a sanctuary or dig a hole or whatever you need. Your version, do it.
One thing I didn't fully appreciate before running my own business was just how much mental energy everyday decisions take. When you're spinning a lot of different plates and always thinking a few steps ahead, even the small things can start to feel surprisingly draining. After leaving corporate to set up my business last year, I realized if I wanted to stay focused and make good decisions consistently, I needed to simplify wherever I could, especially when it came to my health. When it comes to supplements, though, I've always really struggled with consistency, mostly because I felt so overwhelmed by having to take so many different ones. That's why I've been using Heights Vitals as part of my new daily routine. I wake up, get ready, take 2 capsules, and that's literally it. Vitals combines 20 essential vitamins, nutrients, and minerals, which would normally mean taking around 14 different supplements. But it's all in one simple formula, supporting both your brain and your body health. For me, it's helped me to stay focused on long days, keep my energy nice and steady throughout the week, and it's massively improved my sleep, which makes a real difference to how I think and show up every day. I also really value how flexible it is. You can take it with or without food, and at any time of day, which really matters when your routine isn't always predictable. Even if I forget it in the morning, I know I can still take it later and stay consistent. And you don't just have to take my word for it. Vitals is backed by hundreds of scientific studies and has been developed alongside leading experts. So if you're looking for a simple way to support your focus, energy, and overall health as you work towards your own goals, you can check out Heights in the link below in the show notes. And you can use the code WishIKnew20 for 20% off in your first month. That's WishIKnew20 for 20% off your first month. I hope you love it just as much as I do. It is true, and I think that it's funny, these two polar opposites of social media and media in general is an accelerator, right? It's an accelerator for people's careers. It's bringing so many great pieces of information or entertainment that we would never normally discover to our screens and to us daily, right? So anyone in the world can access a community or an interest or something that is relevant to them in any other part of the world. I mean, it's incredible. But then it's also, on the flip side, we're finding a lot of, or people are, I suppose, recognizing the fact that we're finding joy and contentment and finding a bit more purpose when we put those things away.
Exactly.
And we're doing the polar opposite.
Yes.
And I have a stepson, and he's about to turn 5.
Oh.
He's gorgeous. And when I'm with him, I try and consciously make an effort to not be on my phone.
Yeah.
And just go and have fun. And I think children are similar in the sense of they're so playful. I take him to the Natural History Museum.
You're such a good stepmom.
I mean, I love children. I've got lots of, I've got a nephew, and I've got all my friends have kids. So I love it. But going out with them and just playing, or being imaginative,
They help you check in and lock back into your childlike wonder.
Yes.
And that's what it's all about.
Mm-hmm.
Because somewhere along the way, someone tells you, sit down, be quiet.
Mm.
You're talking too much. Or
It's silly.
It's silly. That's not going to make you money. Yeah, but what about your future?
Mm-hmm.
And it just slowly, chip away at the lovely, wonderful, playful soul in you. And you become corporate, bland, depressed, purposeless, or maybe just a bit of them. You just feel a little bit, you got to get it back. It could be crafting, it could be volunteering, it could be, I think that the thing is if you can identify the physical response you have to the thing or things that make you feel like a child, do it. Do more of that thing. Because it won't be always the thing that does it for me with the geese or whatever. And how I explain the feeling is that all of the other thoughts that are going on in your head kind of either slow right down or it's stop completely for a moment. Your eyes widen. You have a smile and you don't even realize when it started. You don't want to stop doing it. All of these things. And you just feel centered. You feel better after it than you did before it. And so, yeah.
And going back to when you were a child, what do you think your parents wanted you to do? Did they?
Well, you see, I was very lucky that I had parents who I think wanted me to be happy. That's what they wanted. There was never a, you're going to be a doctor. Why they're not American? I don't know why I did that again. You have to be a lawyer. Any of these kind of quote unquote impressive jobs. They just wanted me to be me and happy, which is, wow. I think that's actually now as an adult allowed me to have the confidence to tell myself I can be me, because that was always what I was fed. But that came from not a nice experience for them. The reason why they were just happy with my happiness was because they had such a hard childhood and teenage years and young adulthood, and no money. Dad was a refugee. Mom left Ireland because of a recession. You know, they found love in a hopeless place, Earl's Court. And then, you know, it wasn't about status ever for them. It was about survival and love. Their currency was their closeness. And then they had me. And then that just made everything even better. Not because of me. I just heard that. Because I think the opportunities that they were not ever given for further education, you know, here's a little financial help from mom or dad, or here's a step up in the career ladder. None of that. Both self-made completely. So a lot of stuff they didn't quite get that maybe their peers got to do. So then they had a child and they're like, right, we're going to live it through you. But not in a pushy kind of way, in a kind of a collective joy way.
Yeah.
So anything that I have done from that size to this size, which is actually not that much higher, if I'm honest. Anyway, triggered. Anything that I've done is always, look what we've done. Because it's as much their success as mine, or as much their failure as mine, as in we comfort each other or we celebrate. It really is the most gorgeous, wholesome, balanced sort of dance that we have as parents and children relationship, where there is no jealousy, there is no begrudgery, there is no expectation. It's just, what? Okay, cool. What do you think? Okay, I think maybe this. Right, gotcha. Yeah, I love it.
It's
And
beautiful.
it makes me want to have a kid.
Yeah.
I've got the attention span of a goldfish, and I can hardly look after myself. But wouldn't it be lovely to give that to a child, what I know I've been given, which is this gorgeous, unconditional love, and to watch this little human learn stuff. I love when I have pet shrimp. I love watching them have babies and watching the babies graze for the first time, molt and do all the, or my cats when Luca was a kitten and him figuring out how to climb, and then I'm like, whoa, imagine having a human.
Yeah.
That must be cool.
Yeah.
Like, whoa, you're breathing? You know, anything, you're blinking. That's what I'd be like as a dad. I'd be so...
Oh, you would be a great dad. You would be beyond a great dad.
What if I forget to feed them?
Oh, they'll let you know.
Yeah, they cry.
Yeah, they'll let you know.
Okay.
I think...
if anyone's got any eggs going.
Yeah.
And a uterus.
Yeah. Actually, I may know someone. I won't expose them on here, but
okay,
maybe.
Great.
I'll see if I can hook
Thank
you
you. And I'm willing to donate.
There we go.
Unfortunately, I vape recently, so
Okay.
I don't know how good they'll be, but I'll stop.
Well, you've got the great genes.
Oh.
So, well, not literally for those listening. Denim. But going back to your parents, what was it like coming out to them for the first time?
Oh, yeah. Scary. Very scary. And actually, given all of what I've said about how bloody brilliant my parents are, doesn't that show you just how difficult it is for young queer kids? Even if all of the signals are telling you that you have it great, you're lucky with the parents you have, you're still afraid for your life. Because a lot of the time, not all the time, you're fed by society this messaging that, "Phew, that ain't, that's not good. You're not meant to be like that. Weirdos are like that, or perverts." And it's always, well, maybe it's an age thing, but when I was growing up, yeah, you'd have a couple of gay people on TV, but they were caricatures of gay people. They were being more gay to help entertain straight people. I'll be a clown for you, so you will like me. I'm palatable to you. I am what you expect me to be, in return for being allowed to do this job or whatever it is. And so that was always a thing for me. I was like, okay, if I'm gay, then the only flavor of gay that I can be is the one that's gonna be cranking up the flamboyance on purpose, even though I am naturally flamboyant, and being constantly entertaining.
So it's like performative.
Constantly, yeah. You're not just someone who wants to be funny. If you're not funny, you might die. You might starve to death because you won't get any work, or you might be attacked because of the bullies or whatever, or you might be kicked out of your own home if your parents don't accept you. So imagine all of these big, scary thoughts swirling around the brain of a 13, 14-year-old whilst they're trying to learn algebra and what a Bunsen burner is and plate tectonics. Oh, and your body's changing at the same time. And your hormones are all over the place. So you're happy, sad, angry, hungry, spotty, happy, sad, oily. So it's just so much. So it's back to your question. Tangent over. For me, it was always a very, very scary prospect. But thankfully, I say thankfully now in hindsight, not at the time, I was incapable of cloaking my inner queer. Because look
where you are now.
I did for a while. The way I moved, the way I talked, the way I dressed, the things I let people know I was interested in. Men. I mean, like being friends with the girls not interested in football is, Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
Queen.
Yes.
That sort of stuff. I couldn't hide it anymore because it was so exhausting. I couldn't get up out of bed in the morning, and I was only a teenager. I'll say it again. Because I was so exhausted, I couldn't get out of bed in the morning, even though I was just a teenager. I felt like I was about, 85. So, yeah, I basically came out to my mom. She was brilliant, but she was sad that she knew that her little fella was holding this thing in and how it must have been tormenting me. And then we kind of collectively decided we'd keep that to ourselves for 9 months because we were both afraid of what my dad's reaction might be. Now, all the cues and markers of who we know and knew this man to be were that lovely, loving, caring, sensitive, not macho-wacho, funny, all-round likable by pretty much everyone, great with animals, great with kids. I mean, the list goes on, right? Has his own trauma from childhood, so probably will be more empathetic, all this. But we still, maybe we should so we just put the blinkers on and pretended it didn't happen. But Mom and I knew, and sometimes, three of us would be watching TV together, and gorgeous fella would come on the screen, and she'd look at me like this, and she'd go, and I go,
Yeah.
not quite that much, but you get the picture. And then, anyway, once again, the exhaustion tipped me over the edge. And eventually it came out to Dad, and he wasn't good. He wasn't good initially. And it wasn't hate. It was pure blind fear from his part about, oh no, what have I done wrong? Why? It was why this way? And there were tears, and there was shouting, and there was confusion, and there was explaining, and then there was non-acceptance of that. And you know, the funny thing was, even though I could see my dad was so distressed, for a moment I was too because of that. But very quickly I felt very calm because this huge, life-consuming, dark, evil secret that I had was gone. I was out of the shadows and I could breathe. And even though my beloved, gorgeous father, who I adore and adored back then, even though he was in that much trauma, the weight was such on me that when it was gone, I felt nothing about him. I was like, that's how traumatized I was.
Wow.
So it was trauma and trauma and trauma for all different reasons. So it was either I'm going to be feeling awful for you to feel good, or if I feel good because I'm now out, now you're going to feel awful. We couldn't both feel good.
Yeah.
So how are we going to fix that? Time, patience, knowing when to step in and speak and educate, and when to just... And so Dad has never been a homophobe. He's just been, in the past, afraid of the unknown and afraid of other people's opinions and afraid of his own failings. You know, they always say that saying, like, when people say, I'm not racist, but I'm not homophobic, but it's not like that. You know, he did have gay friends.
Yeah.
But it was different when he felt a responsibility for this gay person, this little gay person. And so, yeah, about a year passed, and over that year, it was a very steady and gradual coming together again, rebuilding of our relationship anew, afresh, with a deeper bond, with more understanding, patience, and with an ability for both of us to step out of our own prejudices and to understand the other's perspective.
Yeah.
Really beautiful. Like, it's always about, when did your parent decide to be a nice person? No. Hang on a minute. Your parent has had a vision of you because of what society and their friends and themselves, what they've been fed. I will have that child. That child will marry an opposite gender person, and then they will have a baby, and then I will die and everything will be fine. And then you come along and go, nope, here's my boyfriend. And you got to understand that kind of a split-second shift can rattle any person who loves you and thinks they know you. All of a sudden, they don't think they know you. That's scary.
Yeah.
So for me, it was always about understanding that and having grace for him and his experience. And I would immediately call out if there were any slurs or any intentionally malicious stuff. But it wasn't. It was all him. It was all inward. It was like... So I saw it as my job to help him, to desensitize him, to kind of just take the fear out. So I brought him to pride marches. I brought him to same-sex marriage equality rallies and gay bars, drag performances. And he started to have a really great time.
Wow.
And, you know, friends of mine or people I didn't even know would come up to him and go, hey, are you... They would see a similarity in our faith. And they were like, you're amazing. for being here.
Yeah.
And then we would make internet videos. You know, we would make videos
Yeah.
about our experience,
Mm.
and he would read the thousands of comments, every single one of them. The good, the bad, and the ugly. And then he'd come to me and he'd discuss his feelings on them. I sometimes get upset, sometimes get angry, sometimes feel inspired, and sometimes just want to give me a hug. And it was that really kind of showed him that, you know, parents need to be better at
Mm.
this whole thing.
Mm.
The gays, as he called us, collective, have a really tough time. And, you know, when I was a teenager, we did this documentary on Irish TV. It was very groundbreaking. It was the first generation of young queer kids in Ireland to grow up legally gay. It was decriminalised in Ireland in 93, so I was 2.
Goodness me.
Yeah, not that long ago.
Mm.
And so this documentary series called Growing Up Gay followed me and I think 5 other young people for 18 months at key moments in our life. So it was kind of 17, 18 years old. I had just come out to Dad, and then I came to him and said, Dad, I was at this thing with my boyfriend, and there were cameras there, and they're doing this thing for RTE, and it's a documentary, and I have to get your permission if I want to do it. And he was like, what? But eventually he was like, yeah, okay. He was still coming to terms with me
Wow.
being gay. So I really threw him in the deep end.
Mm.
He said, you do it. Mom can do it. I'm not doing it. So the 18 months happened. Dad would always be kind of off camera or silent if he was in the background. And the director and producer became like family to me. And they said, what do you think about your dad? Is there ever a chance that it might happen? Because they had the story of me and the family, but it felt like there was a huge chunk missing. And then I had a chat with Dad, and I said, look, the show is done. It's finished. They actually send, at the time, they send a DVD of the finished program physically into the television channel.
Goodness me.
To ingest it and then broadcast it. And I think it was a couple of days before broadcast that the director said, Riyadh, we're taking in the picture locked film now. Can I call your dad? So she called him and she said, this is the situation. You're not in it. It feels a little bit odd, but I just wanted to give you one last option. And he said, yes. And so they ran to his garage where he worked, and they set up the cameras and the lights very quickly. He was in his like mechanics type uniform, and they did an interview last minute with no prep. And for me, it was the most moving interview out of that 3-part, 3-hour groundbreaking series. Because you see a father who's gone on a journey and has just arrived on the other side. And I had never heard him speak in those terms until I saw that interview. And what he said was just so perfectly imperfect, real, raw, sensitive, and just made me love, adore my father. Like if I didn't already, you know, Birdman, that's how I got into it. He loves them. But also the soul. Oh
wow.
He said, they asked him, like, what do you think of, you know, your son Riyadh? Like, what do you make of him now as your gay son? And he said, I don't have to worry about him. He's too smart to worry about. He probably have to worry about me. And you know, I've been to the George, this gay bar in Dublin with him, you know, and seen, you know, the drag show and all. And I have to say, a very nice community. And, you know, I say, if they... And he stopped and he started to choke up. And he said, if Riyadh has a problem one day, I say they look after him. I say he'll be okay. And he started crying, as I'm beginning to cry now. And so few words, but such an amazing moment to know that he had been in a space with my community and then seen them and me and gone, it's not bad, it's nice. It is a community with a capital C, and this group has been through too much shit for me to add to it. So he decided to use the platform he was given for good and continues to.
Wow.
He posed for a photograph and a written piece with myself and my mum for a leaflet that went to every single household in Ireland to campaign for marriage equality.
Wow.
This is the father who couldn't understand why his son was gay, and now he's doing that. He's on TV, primetime Irish television. Everyone knows everyone at home. You know, it's 6-ish million people. You know, you fart into the wind and people know. And so, yeah, anyway, it's pretty great. But my mom is also, you know, she was patient and she kept my secret, and her relationship with dad became strained, all to protect me. So look how this 3-part puzzle all kind of came apart, and then 2 bits came back together. And then finally the 3rd bit came. And of course my brother as well, who is just incredible and loves to make bum sex jokes.
As brothers would.
And that is true love.
Yeah. Hi, my loves. Just a quick pause to say, if you're enjoying Wish I Knew, please, please, please hit the subscribe button and leave a quick rating or review. It really makes such a difference to the show and helps us to keep bringing you amazing guests and stories. Now, let's get back to the episode. And this goes without saying, but I can only imagine that kind of experience and journey would have unlocked deeper conversations.
Oh, yeah.
And grown you all so much closer together, right?
Yeah, it's brilliant. You should hear, like, my favourite thing is going home, right? Fly into Dublin on an Aer Lingus, into Dublin Bay, listening to the Cranberries or the Coors, straight home to Bray, sit around the kitchen island, big old glass of whiskey and coke, and chat until 3 a.m. about anything and everything.
Yeah.
50% of it is swear words.
Yeah.
You cry, you laugh, you have a little bit of a bitch. You talk about some world issues, and you go to bed with a smile on your face, and you feel like that's what it's all about. That's it. And feeding the geese.
And the geese, of course.
Yeah.
You can't forget the birds.
Yes. I just get comfortable with the awkward. What's the worst that can happen? Have the conversation. I love it. I love relishing in difficult conversations and going, pretend you're interviewing. That's what I do. Say you're having a difficult conversation with a parent or a flatmate or whatever. Pretend that it's on TV and someone else is watching it, and you want them to be engaged. That's what I do. Is that really toxic? I don't know. I kind of go into this zone where I'm like, I'm not feeling too happy about what you said earlier. And can I just tell you why? And you just be very, very vulnerable. You don't know fakery at all. Just go, I feel shit about what you said. And I don't know why, but I do. And do you know why? You just figure it out. Yeah, just have conversations and just see what happens.
And what advice would you give to people who haven't yet come out?
What I'd say is every coming out experience is extremely unique. There are multiple countless variables. What is the identity or identities? Do you even know what it is yet? Or ever? Where do you live? Have you had any cues from the people around you about what their reaction might be? What's your education system like? How old are you? Are you secure in your job? Do you have a job? Are you old enough? All these things. So first and foremost, sit with yourself. Have a conversation with yourself. Think about what you truly, without the noise from society, feel you are, what you need, your gender identity, your sexuality, whatever. And then take time to immerse yourself in watching, other people that have a similar identity online, maybe do some reading, go to a queer space, even the periphery, like the smoking area of a gay bar or the sidelines of a pride march. Get a friend to come with you if you need to, or an LGBT youth group, right? So that you can see your community physically, because that's very important. You hear the community. Now, when you see it, thousands and thousands of them, you feel powerful and you feel like, I got this. Because even if they don't got me, family and friends, boss, they got me. They don't even know me and they got me. Why? Because they have no choice. They are like me. So you do though. I call it in my book. I called it the PCO, the pre-coming out stage. It's the kind of the bolstering up your solid foundation, so that when the coming out bit happens, you're solid, or solid as you can be. That if anything happens that might wobble you, a parent isn't accepting, or you come against hate or discrimination or someone belittling, it's a phase. Don't know why they do that. They're definitely gay. That's why they say it's a phase. We call it internalized homophobia. And when you say it to somebody, say it with a defiant, purposeful, but gentle and caring tone, is what I would say. You've had potentially, likely, years to feel and think and worry and accept and feel pride and then maybe feel fear again. They're finding out in 0.5 seconds. So you gotta temper it a bit, and it's in your favor. It's in their favor. Everyone wins if you're not like, I'm gay and deal with it. No, it's like, I back it up. Like you're presenting.
Yes.
I have been feeling this for a long time. I know I am. It is the way it is. I am fabulous. No. I am trans. I am pan. I am gay. I am non-binary. Whatever it is. And yeah, be unshakable. Whatever they say, just go. I hear you, but I don't accept that. I am, and if you need time, you're steadfast in it. I know this to be true, 1000%. I love you if you do, and I'm willing to give you time to figure this out, whether you need to do that alone or whether you need to ask me some questions. I'll let you decide, but I'll be here. But this isn't changing. So let's just go from there. And I think it really shuts down a lot of the negative options that might happen, because you're giving them, you're going, these are your options, not this.
Yeah.
I hate you, get out of my house. I'm going to send you for conversion therapy. I'm going to tell all your friends. No, you're going, you can go away and think about it and come back. We can talk about it now or later together and heal, or you can just fuck off. That's it. That's what I'd say your three options are.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I do. And just the main one is just, know that you're so natural and so great. There's over 1,500 species of animals in the animal kingdom that display queer behavior, right? So you were born this way, baby.
I love that. I really love that. I feel emotional.
Well, good, because it is emotional, and that's makes for good content. Why am I like this? Emily, why am I like this? I need help.
You don't need help. You were born for this.
Yeah.
You were born this way.
Baby.
In the words of Lady
Lady Gaga.
Queen Gaga.
Who, by the way, can I just very quickly say, helped me find me.
Wow.
She was a big tool in my box of tricks in self-acceptance. Because when she was blowing up, I was crashing down in my realization of what the fuck I was. Oh no. Oh God. I need to look at some breasts. Quick. Not hers. I mean, I need to privately brainwash myself into being a straight teenage boy. Not this stuff. Whoa. And then, love your music. It was just on some Poker Face at the time.
Yeah.
Got a ticket to her first Dublin show. Right at the back. Needed a gas tank up there. And on my own. And I was like a fan at that point, because I'd watching her on dial-up internet. And then she came out on stage, and I was bullied at the time. And not out of the closet, but bullied for being the way I was. And she said, this is the monster ball. And this is where all the freaks and weirdos come to play, and we lock the fucking doors and the bullies are outside. And I was like, yes, I love you and you. Because she's a weirdo and a freak and a nerd and the drama kid and the odd one out. And I was like, but she's celebrated and she's powerful and she's lauded and she's
on stage,
not taking any of that shit no more. Well, I was sold.
Wow.
And I still am. I go to her gigs on my own all the time because of that. It's a kind of a pilgrimage for me, as a kind of a tip of the hat to my teenage self.
Yes.
Last one was just a month or two ago in Miami. I went on my own to see her.
Oh, I'm obsessed.
And it is a homecoming.
Yeah.
I've seen her grow up. She doesn't know who I am. But I've seen her
This
grow
is a
up.
collab we need to make happen.
But do you want to know a funny story?
What?
I went to the Rolling Stone Awards last year. And it was when the Disease song, Disease, when Disease came out on her new album. And I'm getting ready. My stylist had given me clothing options. I picked this gorgeous shirt. I put on the shirt and I'm in hotel getting ready, blaring Gaga on loop. Woo! Go to the awards, have a great time. It's a bit of a messy night. Come back to the hotel, have a tipsy shower with Gaga playing again. Wake up, eat breakfast, Gaga playing again. Pop the shirt in a bag, send it back to the stylist. A month later, I'm on Instagram. And then promo for Gaga's new album has begun. She's in carpool karaoke with Zane Lowe. And she's wearing a shirt. And I'm like, wait a minute. That's the same design that I wore. So I write to the designer because, he's not a huge designer. He's kind of an independent fashion house. And I said, dude, what? She's wearing the same. Congratulations. That was more like, I love her and you dress her. That's blowing my mind. And he goes, Riyadh, it's the same shirt. When you sent it back, we sent it out to LA and she's wearing it. Well, of course, I was inconsolable.
Oh my goodness.
I couldn't breathe. I couldn't think. FaceTime my mother. She's like, what's wrong? I was like, nothing. Everything's right. Nothing can go wrong ever.
No.
Just
So
had to
Lady
say
Gaga.
that.
But you wore it first.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
So what I would
iconic.
like. I mean, I'm sure it was dry cleaned.
Yeah.
But a small part of me is thinking like, there must have been like a smidgen of my DNA,
Tiny
my
particles.
sweat or skin cells still on it that touched Mother Monster. So I've been in contact with Mother Monster.
Oh my goodness.
And the other thing is, you always fantasize, don't you, about meeting your hero.
Mm.
What will you say to your hero? Oh, what a stress that is. I'm going to ruin it. It's going to be awkward. It's going to be awful. Well, I know now. It won't be awkward at all.
Mm.
I wear your clothes.
That would be an opener.
And I think she'd appreciate it. Yeah.
And going back to community, where do you think you found that initial sense of community for yourself? I know you performed drag, didn't you?
Yeah. Yeah. God, you have done your research.
I've done deep
You're
research.
good.
Yeah.
Well, so initially it was the internet. It was YouTube, secretly watching young gay guys doing vlogs on YouTube. And they were just talking about, you know, what it was like in their college dorm or funny pop culture moments. So this guy called What the Buck and Tyler Oakley and Davey Wavy, who in, again, a lovely full circle moment became my friends in real life years later. But they made me feel like I had others out there that were like me, but I didn't think very many. And not only did they make me feel more comfortable in my identity as a fledgling gay, but they also gave me the confidence to start making YouTube videos. So thank you very much.
Wow.
And then it was from there that I learned about this place, this special place that my dad had been to called the George, which is the most famous, biggest, oldest gay bar and performance venue in Ireland, in Dublin. And I'd walk past it with my friend, well, one of my only friends who knew that I was gay, on the other side of the road, just like terrified of it, amazed by it, very curious, but I can't go in there. As time goes on, the curiosity killed the cat, as they say. Got a fake ID, went in, hid in the toilets until the place filled up, so I was safety in numbers, so the bank just wouldn't find me. Every Saturday, hid in the loo. Because it wasn't about going out, getting drunk, dancing, you know, kissing fellas or whatever. It was about, for one day a week, I can feel completely safe. And I can be completely myself. And it was exhilarating. It's like being let out of prison for a day.
Yeah.
And so that was what the George was for me. Saw some drag queens performing and I was like, who are these giant cartoon ladies? And I actually don't remember how it started, but I obviously got connected with one of them, Veda Borev. Have nice dreams. That's what that means. Big, scary, amazing, dominant, red-haired, fierce drag queen. Androgynous. Just no one like her. And she kind of was my drag mother and was very tough on me. Roxy, you're not doing that number. No, that's not original. Someone else has done it. You can't just copy. I was like, but I'll do it my way. No. I'm like, oh. So yeah, it's kind of spent I think a year and a half in that world, secretly, still living at home, going to school during the week, doing my drag shows at the weekend.
And you didn't tell anyone?
Not really.
Wow.
Yeah, and I'd have like remnants of mascara in maths class on Monday. So in secondary school.
I love it.
And I was underage, not just in a gay bar, working as a performing girl, being paid and drinking alcohol. They didn't know either. No one knew. But it was a really, really great sort of like being thrust into the entertainment industry, the queer community, adulthood, you know, self-expression in a physical sense. Because for me, if I can, if like, you know, expression of your gender, not your gender identity, but expression of how you look, you know, whether you're kind of more masculine looking, more feminine, androgynous, that's a spectrum. And when you grow up as a gay man in Ireland, there's a high likelihood that you will force yourself into the more masculine side to fit in and not attract negative attention. But that's not necessarily what makes you feel good or what you actually feel quite uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So having the chance to be in a safe space and have great older examples to go by and put on a pair of fake tits and a really smelly wig that could probably walk off your head, makeup, heels,
Yeah.
to tuck, and the more feminine you are in how you move, speak, dance, look, the better. To do that, that very quickly shakes off all those insecurities about, am I masculine enough?
Mm-hmm.
And that year and a half of being Roxy at the weekends has served me so well now as a 35-year-old, here. I don't do drag anymore, but she's kind of still in me.
Yeah.
I don't allow myself to not express myself
Mm-hmm.
because I've done it 100% unapologetically, not a little. And I can't dishonor my younger self. And I'm addicted to the feeling of what it's like, how thrilling it is to be really, truly 100% yourself. It's very, very fun, especially when you haven't had it for so long.
And
so I cherish it as, more than anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And most people don't even get that opportunity. Some people even in their lifetime, right?
And that's one of the blessings of being a minority, is you're being forced to look inward. Whereas some of your straight counterparts or siblings or whatever, they don't have to. So why would they? It's a lot of effort. It can be quite upsetting and traumatic and confusing and time wasting and all these things. But if you have to, you do come away from it with a real sense of who you are. I know. It's kind of unshakable if you do it right. It's unshakable, and you find a lovely surrender in knowing that you'll never fully know. And that it is like plastic, it's gonna change.
Yes.
So you're not, this is who I am. I like football. I like the colour blue. I vote Labour. You could go, that's the way I am, generally. Right now, I'm like this, but, we'll see.
It'll shift.
You're giving yourself the freedom to be how you feel. I don't feel like that anymore. I feel like that. So, yeah, it's a real great forced education in one's own psyche. What makes you tick? Why you do this? Why you do that? Okay, well, I don't like that bit of me, so let's work on it. Or I do like that bit of me, so let's put more resources into that. Like, I don't like my anxious attachment style. TMI in romantic relationships.
A fellow anxious here. Actually, I'm disorganized, apparently, which is both. Disorganized. Yeah, I know. I've thrown a new one to
Does
the
that mean
the
physically
mix.
like you're messy? Or up here?
It's more in the sense of you have both anxious and what's the other one? Avoidant.
Yeah.
And it can basically flutter between.
Oh, maybe that's what I am.
Maybe.
Because it depends really on the person.
Yeah.
I'm disorganized.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
I mean, speak to your therapist. They might know better than me. I'm definitely not a qualified
All right.
shrink.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. I will do.
But yeah, someone told me once, basically, you've got the worst of both. I was like, well, great.
Fantastic.
Thanks so much.
Yeah, because it does fluctuate. It's just at the moment it's very anxious. But I actually see that as a good thing because I have fallen in love. Yeah, anyway, it's lovely.
I love that.
Yeah, it's great.
We're going to move into quick fire.
Okay.
I'm going to throw a new one in.
By the way, I've not looked at these. I'm sorry.
No,
so
good.
I'm going to.
We'll put you on the spot.
Okay.
What was your go-to drag song?
Florence and the Machine, Dog Days Are Over.
Oh, I love that song.
Because it's angry and powerful, and it's dun, 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 dun. Pause. And that was my drag. It was a performance with a capital P. It actually wasn't that girly. I was wearing heels and boobs, but it was it was kind of gaga-ish, like when she's like, so I definitely influenced by her. So you did that song?
I bet it was exhilarating.
Yeah, wind machine, lights.
Yes.
500 people. couple of £100 as
Yeah.
a teenager. Pint of Heineken and a Copperberg.
Yeah.
Oh, happy days. What more could you want?
When I next see you.
A kebab after?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, simpler times.
When I next see you, I'm going to take you to a karaoke bar and you can perform it for me.
I hate karaoke. Just
Do
take me
you?
to a drag show.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'll request.
Well, let's do
Yeah, I can't stand karaoke. Why does anyone want to watch someone who obviously can't sing? It's like, what? This is torture.
Yeah.
I don't want to do it, and I don't want to hear you do it. Can we have a conversation?
Yeah. Can we just have a nice chat? Yeah. Speaking of, favorite queer space or bar? If you could
The
pick.
George. It was my coming of age in there. Yeah, so much of who I am today is because of that one building
Wow.
and the people in it. So I love it.
Best advice you've ever received?
Be yourself. Everyone else is taken. Oscar Wilde. He didn't give it to me. He was dead when I was born. But said by him, repeated by others to me,
Yes.
and cherished deeply forever and always. Because it's true. You're enough.
And I think you really live and breathe that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't want to be a hypocrite.
No. Worst advice you've ever received?
Don't be yourself. Wow. Oh my God, that's amazing. Yeah, because I was told that by a boss to stop sounding so gay when I was on air.
Wow.
And it destroyed me because it was the person who held the keys to my dream, telling me that what I am, not what I'm doing, what I am isn't what he wants. So change it. So act, which I'd done so much of, and I thought I was doing. I was like, I thought I sounded straight. And he said, stop sounding so gay. I was like, fuck.
Oh God.
I'm like, you want to hear me when I really go, girl?
Yeah.
Honey.
Nothing.
Yeah, so that's what I say, yeah.
Wow.
Best advice, be yourself. Worst advice, don't be yourself.
Yeah.
It's so simple when you really boil it down.
It is. If you could go on any reality show, what would it be?
That's a great question.
I think I might know what it is, but...
Banged Up Abroad.
Oh, wow. Okay.
No, I have nightmares about that. Do you ever get that? Whenever you're going through the border customs in any country, you immediately start going, what did I do?
Yes.
Or, your bag gets
Shaking.
checked for a random thing. And I go, oh, what did I do? I'm like, there's definitely something in there.
Yeah.
I haven't done anything.
Yeah.
No, I'm torn.
Mm-hmm.
Can I say that? Between Strictly and The Jungle.
Wow.
Yeah, Strictly and I'm a Celeb. I've always dreamt of doing either or both because I've watched them for years and I just love the kind of collective big show vibe of them, It just feels like, whoa, that's an experience. But MasterChef, I did Celebrity MasterChef in 2020.
And you didn't just do it, you won it.
Yeah, but what I've learned since then is there is literally no phraseology to say I have won Celebrity MasterChef without sounding like an asshole. I've tried.
Well, that's why I'm here.
I kind of won it, celebrity. Or
you won.
You want to vomit. So you have to just say I did a thing. Yeah.
You did
I did win it though.
You did.
I'm thrilled. I look at the trophy every day because I've never won something properly. So I know that's sad all these years on, but I have it on the bookshelf outside my bedroom. So when I wake up from my morning coffee, I go. It's just 1 second every day. 1 second. Oh, I did that.
It's a little like a high five to yourself. Yeah.
I love it.
I love it.
I love the best experience of my professional life, I think, in terms of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who would be your dream interview guest?
Lady Gaga. Oh, there was another one. Hang on.
Well, you did just...
I did Bill Gates.
You did just interview Bill Gates.
I interviewed Bill Gates is what I mean.
Edit that
Sorry, Billy boy. Yeah, interview Bill Gates, which is wild. Like, that's a sentence I never thought I'd say.
Mm.
Yeah. With that, but also it wasn't just that I got to be one-on-one interviewing Bill Gates for 10 minutes. It was the subject as well, because it was about the Gates Foundation and this new $200 billion additional dollars that he's committing to global health in the next 20 years.
Wow.
Spend it fast, with urgency and intention. Don't drag it out.
Mm-hmm.
Close the foundation in 20 years. And by that time, he will have spent, I think, over 300 billion, which is 99.5% of his wealth. Yeah.
Wow.
And I said, Billy boy. I didn't say Billy boy. I said, Bill Gates. Will you have enough for like a sandwich? Like, are you going to be hard up? Do you need a lend? And he was like, oh, no, don't. I've got more than any person really should ever have, even with 0.5%.
Wow.
And I'm like, then I was like thinking, well, can I have a loan then?
Yeah, I need a sandwich.
No, but it was really amazing to hear from someone who made a conscious decision, I think in his 40s or 50s, to just change everything. Tech? No. Global health. Philanthropy. Cause why? Cause I want to. Cause why? I got all this money and I don't know what to do with it. He went on safari. He met a load of people that he saw weren't getting the care they needed for malaria, polio, HIV, everything. The list goes on. And he was like, what they need is really cheap, but they're just not getting it. And I got all this cash. Right. That's what we're doing. So yeah, it was really, really, really amazing. Those moments in life where you're standing there and it's not even after you think about it. In the moment, live, right then, I'm looking into Bill Gates' eyes, trying to concentrate so I can ask the next question, but I can't help but go, fucking hell! But look, okay. I was listening, but at the same time, I was like, this is crazy shit. This is wild. How did you do this, Riyadh? Like, teenage me, dead, on the floor. So, yeah. Thanks, Gates Foundation, and sorry for all the swearing. Love you. Love you lots. Can't wait to work with you again.
Obsessed. A no that turned out to be a blessing in disguise.
Wow, you're good. Did you come up with these?
I actually did.
You're good. Shit, that's good. I always say no's are as important as the yeses.
Yeah.
No to changing myself to fit a mold, to get work. Because I didn't know it then. It was scary. But I just went with my gut. I was uncomfortable and I didn't like that feeling. I was triggered because I'd been uncomfortable my whole life. Finally felt a bit comfortable. And then they're like, can you be uncomfortable again? I was like, nah, mate. No, I've done my time. I keep going American. What's wrong with me? Have I got that foreign accent syndrome people get? Anyway. Yeah, so I was thinking I made a big mistake. Play the game. Do what they tell you. Do what the people want. Be the product that they want from you. But as I've gotten older, I've just become completely incapable of contorting myself into the version that they want. Because it's different.
Yes.
For every outlet, every radio station, every broadcaster, every streamer, every brand, every potential boyfriend. So how about, go with me for a second, you just pick a version, the version, vulnerable, authentic, unfiltered, pure, straight as it is, and then see who stays or who becomes attracted to it. It's you. Be that work professional, romantic, blah, blah, blah. And you know what? It works. I'm telling you, I'm proof. I lost a lot of stuff. I lost lovers. I lost jobs. I had to leave my homeland to chase the dream because I couldn't do it at home and be me.
Mhm.
I had to leave to be me,
Mhm.
to come somewhere. So sad.
Mhm.
But I'm happy I did it now. And even when I came here, I was still being a bit of a caricature,
Mhm.
because I was poor and I had to feed myself. But then every single year that went by, just as I was chipped away as a younger kid to become a homogenous thing, lump of a person, I chipped away back over the last decade in London. One of the chips, I was like, I'm getting earrings.
Mhm.
Another chip, I'm getting tattoos. Another chip, I am going to speak with my natural voice, on and off air. Another chip, I'm going to date some really hot androgynous / effeminate guys because that's what I'm into. Not going to be swayed by what friends or society thinks I should be into. It's everything. So yeah, I'm still chipping away. Do you know the fun thing is you gamify it.
Mm.
I'm now thinking, what's the next thing? What have I lost or not discovered yet that I can't wait to tack on to my life? So yeah, any ideas? I'm welcome. Like mad haircuts, new pets, whatever.
Mm.
Yeah, just love it. It's the game of life, literally.
It is. What a perfect place to end.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that. I feel like I've learned a lot about myself. I've had a lot of light bulb moments here.
Yeah.
Like, thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You've been incredible. And I think I said earlier you were sunshine. What did I say? You're sunshine in a person.
I think you called me I know, you can't leave that one in at all. That's a really bad one, isn't it? You can
Sorry,
bleep
Kate.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sunshine in
In a bottle.
sunshine in a
Person.
bottle. I don't know.
That it might be the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me. So thank you.
No, but you are bold. You are a beautiful person inside and out, but also you're unapologetically you.
Mm.
And I think you have learned the hard way of not being unapologetically yourself or not feeling like yourself for so many years that now you can see how free and radiant you feel from it.
Yeah. I've had a look over the fence and
Mhm.
I've gone, get me over there. Yeah. And you know what's really nice? You, as a person, I think about this all the time. And I never really know if what is picked up on the other side from other people.
Mm.
So it's very affirming to hear that you have noticed that I try to be a kind, passionate, energetic kind of person,
Mm-hmm.
whilst also having some hard boundaries
Mm-hmm.
and clarity on who I am.
Mm-hmm.
Because I didn't know that was pick upable.
Mm.
So I like that. So thanks.
It's so inspiring.
I'm gonna
Thank
put that in my
you.
pocket as well. I've got all these little treats.
Got a big old pocket down there.
Dude, there's loads there. Gonna tune them. I don't know. Yeah, thank you. This has just been so wholesome and affirming, and I
Mhm.
wish you all the best with the series.
Thank
I
you.
think you're born to do it, and no matter what people say, we do need another podcast in the world, and this is it. So well done.
Thank you so much,
You're brave.
Ed. Thank you.